I feel like Ian bullies me every day. Like literally every day, Ian wakes up and he bullies me.
You don't bully Ian?
No. Ian's very mean to me.
When is this baby coming?
Oh no.
I think this baby needs to come tonight. So this man is
stop being mean to me. You're so mean, Ian. Do you just wake up and want to be mean to me? You need to stop.
Ian, I'm on your side.
This is toxic masculinity.
What?
You need to work on yourself.
Do not swing your chairs. Toxic masculinity.
It's oppression of wunyang sapresa. And is this you forcing me to submit? Sanbanani dumelang absheni. Hello. How I like to greet you, saying welcome to our show. There are many ways to greet us. People
You are infringing on copyright.
But the sad
I literally think that you're infringing on copyright.
Ngibona mamnandi mina at some point. Empilweni yami. Ngiyacela.
Dumelang.
Welcome back
to Otso and Noni Talk Media.
Do you want to do your Zulu dance that you clearly have passion about?
I
don't know what Induku she is referring to.
We are reviewing Induku. Therefore, I might as well sing that song.
Don't. Yes, guys.
Where Bafana promo.
Izizwe zonke ze-Afrika ndodana ziphila ngenduku, ziyivikela ngenduku.
Ikuphi inkinga yakho nobhuti wami?
Yini akwazi ukuyilwela yena? Nembisiwe. Uyafana.
Uma ukuthi ufuna ushaya kwanele, kusho kuzomela uqale ngayo.
Sukela ngisemncane, ngivikele.
Ungena apha endukweni wena. Siyaphatha lezo nduku.
Ukhethiwe ufuneke ayiface impilo.
Baba ngiyakuthanda ukushaya induku. Baba.
Ngoba kugcina ukuthi umuntu wesifazane abe kuwo konke lokho. Akuzange sekuphele kahle. Futhi
Uma ukuthi ubaba usaba ukuthi uzolahlekelwa yimina futhi ngeke kwenzeke lokho. Mama umzalayo, indodakazi yakhe sikhulile manje. Nginamandla mama kuze wena. Uqhubeke futhi ube ngilosami ekhaya. Futhi bonke labafana basazokhala.
ukuthi wawo kulaa mama.
Akekho umuntu ongakwazi lokho.
Isitha sakho kumele sazi njengoba uzazi wena. Khuza indodana yakho. Ihlukane nendodakazi yakho. Unazi isandla wakho. Ngishonile nkosikazi wakho. Asamba uthi uhlulekile wena.
Hayi sheka. Shuthe zakho sehlule kwaya isicoco sambili.
Ngidedele ngibe ba.
Khethiwe.
Based on the trailer, I would watch the film.
Yeah.
The trailer is really riveting and interesting.
Yeah.
And it paints a very Romeo and Juliet type of film. So it looks like, two warring families, and they have young people who then fall in love.
And want to break the rules.
So this is the synopsis. The Khethiwe family is warring with the Khumalo family.
Yes.
And what happened is that Ubab Khethiwe accidentally killed Umam Khumalo Basenduwin. Bamshaya what and then she died.
Yeah.
So the Khethiwes and the Khumalos are now at war. And then the Khethiwe family has a son who is the strong one, the favored one. And then the Khumalo family has also got a son, but the son is cute. And he wants to be a fashion designer.
And he wears earrings, and he's just...
And he's got an older sister. The older sister is the one. So older sister, wa Khumalo, no older sister, no brother, waka Khethiwe. I think they were trying to tell us that they are in love.
Yes, they have an in-love situation happening
there.
A love-hate relationship.
Something happens there. And and then the Khethiwes and the Khumalos go to Induku fighting, and then
the girl wants to also join the Induku fighting.
And then she does,
and
then she wins, and then the feud pretty much ends
there.
So the good stuff for me is that I think it's an amazing feat for this film to have been made that focuses on one of the oldest cultural experiences of the Nguni tribes, specifically the Zulu. But it's Nguni, it's more Nguni, it's not just Zulu.
Because he does talk about this stick thing being a thing throughout Nguni, Bantu, and blah, blah, blah.
The Bantu people. So it highlights stick fighting, which I think is very important. And obviously because it is directed by Shaft, it would be focused more on African cultural experiences and so on. And Induku is a big part of
the African experience.
of African
Yes.
culture. Yes, African culture.
Adding to that, I love their opening music. The music is very indigenous to South Africa, to this province specifically, and it's nice. They got nice songs for it.
And the vocals are very haunting.
Yeah.
There's something very Dunokwe
about
them.
I love Dunokwe.
So they curated very nice music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, this movie highlights that, as much as we are liberated as women and there's all these rights for us, there are still places in villages that still suppress them, abafazi, and not allow them to pursue whatever dream they want to pursue. Like even working at a spaza shop, this little girl tells her father, the older sister, that she would like to work at a spaza shop, and the father's like, no, people will think that I can't feed you and I can't provide. She also wants to stick fight because she feels like she's strong enough to take on whomever, however, whenever. Stronger than her brother. But I'm glad they didn't touch on, or they didn't force you have to get married thing, because she's obviously older than 18. Yeah. She said she finished matric ages ago. They didn't impose marriage onto her for the first time in these type of films. I appreciated that. In Zuluness. Do you have another one?
I liked the way they established the world. The shots are nice and open, and they used their locations really, really well. They took time.
It's pretty.
I like that. And I like the fact that there are no more cooks.
Cooks.
We're always seeing me cooks.
And they're not impoverished.
No.
There's a beautiful lighting moment in this film that I feel like surpasses all of them. It's the one where Khethiwe, this girl, apologizes to the Khethiwe boy after insulting him and saying all types of things to him. They go to the dam or the river. It's late afternoon where they share their first kiss.
Yes.
It's such a the lighting is amazing. It complements their skin. It bounces off nicely. I was like, hey, bro, it felt like they changed cameras altogether.
Yeah. I was very happy to see Usgweje.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried about Umama, the mother. She's
very
township.
Overacty also.
Yeah, very township, very overacty. So I was a bit.
But she didn't over. There were moments where I was like,
there were moments where like,
girl.
So the cast was really, really nice. And the language was beautiful. Yeah. Whoever did the scripting, their language, the Zulu language was beautifully done. And they got actors who already have ingabo. So they don't have to go and create ingabo. They're already there. So they just, you're already covered. So come and act. And I thought that was absolutely amazing. Actually, I think I want to go and get facial scarring.
Can we not entertain this topic.
You didn't want me to get
Let's
cheap
not
piercings, and now they are working.
Also, you think adding I'm 11? So I'm 11. I put in the microwave, and then now you'll give me your child. Guys, what is happening?
What is this film about?
Why is it happening?
How is this film happening?
Why?
What was the aim, the point,
Why?
the direction we were going?
Show us. Can I have the treatment sent to your email?
Why were we going in this particular direction?
What are we on about? Like, okay, before we even get to the story, let's talk about what is happening with the quality. There's a quality situation that happens here that is jiggy. And the audio at the beginning of this film just decided to take a left. Why? What did you do to your audio, guys? What did you do to your quality? From beautiful drone to open field shots, and then suddenly, Ongati, you took a 700D Canon and you used it, and then you used Zoom to record your sound. Now, when it comes to story,
I just want to know what the story is.
well, you can tell me after you answer, Witty, why on earth would Umam Khumalo throw herself in a war zone?
I think Uma Khumalo threw herself while Bashaya Induku because she evidently is not from that world, even though it was established that she's from that world. And she didn't understand, Guti, you can't jump in while Umien Wako is being clobbered so that you could be clobbered. So the whole function for her getting there was for her to be clobbered and to die.
She just decided to. This is happening.
And then she goes,
elbow man, you know, it's hard, it's hectic, and she just goes right behind the man with this manly elbow and sticks, right? Right behind. The husband is over that side. She could have just gone to the husband who's on the ground, who's not jostling. She could have just gone to that guy. Instead, she goes behind the rogue man and then gets elbowed and sticked and everything, and then she dies.
From one knock.
One knock.
One knock of the stick. And he wasn't hitting her, he was drawing back hit.
Yeah.
But, you know, she died.
Unless her plan was to grab the man's arm so he doesn't draw back.
I just have so many questions about that particular scene because when you look at her husband, obviously he's younger. I think what the actor actually used on his face is Escamel. So he went to like that, you know, Kemisi, from like on the corner in the Zululand, and he used yes, and then he used Escamel or He-Man because I don't understand.
I think they couldn't find a light-skinned guy who could play that role because as you can see, Ubab Khumalo is fair-skinned.
Yes.
So maybe they just needed to match the
So do you think they make what happened?
There were only dark guys that were available during this because all the casting agents were closed. Maybe it was
just COVID. Maybe
it was COVID, but it was
I don't know.
Maybe it was COVID, and only dark-skinned males were available for the show.
So they had to whiten him.
He
looked so ridiculous.
He was a ghost. Uma Khumalo died, got a stick and left a daughter, right? So, guys, the daughter is very tough and I can stand for myself and Mbogodo and I want to fight men and I want to hit men, right? So, Ukeli Undugi's Khethiwe. How they presented it here, it's as if she took after her mother.
Yes. So I expected her mom to be a warrior.
To be a warrior and also enter with the stick and grab a man. But she just got jostled.
She was just hit.
She was just hit. And then suddenly there's this new rule in the village that women must never be in a stick fight. Clearly they can't even watch anymore. They can't, never be close to a stick fight ever again. It's taboo here because of Khethiwe's mom. Guys, what happened there in the story?
A lot of things make me wonder what's happening in the story in general. I'm wondering if they actually made points and like fleshed out stories and thought about it, because this whole story, firstly, was just way too long. It is, how many minutes?
It's 1 hour, 30 minutes.
It is way too long. For what it currently, it needed to be much, much shorter for what it currently is. And I just feel that too many genres were mixed up.
Yeah.
We are not sure what was happening.
Now, guys, there's something that was very strange that happened here. So Khethiwe comes back home after being beaten. Right? I give Khethiwe first time. Khethiwe shows her strength by beating her friend's boyfriend.
Yes, and then it gets recorded.
And then it gets recorded and it goes viral in the community.
It did not go viral in the community. It really did. It just went to one
That is
person.
viral. That is viral.
It's viral from one person?
Yes, Khethiwe had it, the boy had it, and...
Boy, Begane Tombisning for
and I was Because
I was like,
when did they have a relationship?
I'm like,
when did that happen? Anyway, so Ugel comes home. So the guy that she beat up the first time comes back and says, I will get you back. And indeed he does. He comes back. Steps out of the car with his sticks, and this girl's like, I'm ready, yes. And then they fight. But this guy gets her somewhere. And of course, Khethiwe steps in because now we don't be okay. And ruins the whole thing for her. So she gets home, and little brother tells the dad, I don't know why the dad is angry. As usual, he was angry. Little brother tells the dad, look at your daughter is bruised by the Khethiwes and that other guy. Jiggy, out of the jiggy of jiggies, kuvela a moonshot. Bah!
We actually needed that shot for our show, because us na a moonshot. But
they can't afford to give you the moonshot. You know why? Because they use it 3 times at the most randomest times ever. It doesn't fade into the moon. You don't see the moon. Maybe there's something that was round that creates the moon, and then the moon comes up. It's just boom. I'm like, hey bo. So the moon pops up first time. The moon pops up second time when the father gets a heart attack because his son is wearing a skirt.
There was not even any cause for him to be wearing that skirt.
Really, there wasn't. That kid just suddenly, he's never shown interest.
Out of the blueness of the sky.
Like, he sat down with the mom and said, teach me how to sew.
Or something.
But Jiggy, he's now a fashionista, and Utoga is skate. Actually, it's the latest trend.
And the mom says, I got ideas from your sketch
pad, which we've never seen before. Where's the sketch pad, guys?
Why is it sketch?
Sketch. Instead, ulo ukijima ufundu how to stick.
And then it's like, as they're walking here, it's like, it's getting dark. The sun is out here! And it's like, it's getting dark.
12. Look at them. Look
the sun is here.
Here. Then suddenly they love each other after fighting like this.
And it comes out of nowhere.
It's such a random romance story.
The movie is random.
It's random. What are we showing? I'm gonna sum up the end of this film. I need to understand.
So there's a big contest coming up of the Ndugus, and then the Khethiwe family has their soft son, their gentle son, and then the Khethiwes have their son. And then the Kumalos have their gentle son. So gentle son gets into the thing, and then he fights, and then he beats somebody. how that happens. Even yes.
And you say he was trained by
Yes.
Shembe. How?
Chairman. His name is Chairman, but they call him Shaman.
Oh, Shaman is clearly the
I did
famous-
not see anything that was making him the. But anyway, so he beats this guy, and then he goes back into the ring, and then they show him flames. Anyway, so they get into the and they're fighting, and then the girl wins basically,
yeah.
and then the father of the Khadebs, the Khibi dad, and the Mtungwa dad, it's like, I challenge you, and then the Mtungwa dad is just like, oh, you're so amazing.
Friendship is
And
restored.
their friendship is restored. That's when I was convinced that we are not sure.
We're unsure. Do you know what else convinced me that we're unsure?
What?
Jiggy, in the jiggiest way. Now suddenly the father is teaching both the daughter and
of
the
the
son
blueness.
out of the blueness.
And that wasn't established.
Maybe the heart attack gave him an epiphany.
I don't know.
And released life.
And then boyfriend, lokwa Radeb. Ungena ngama-window endlini zabantu.
randomly.
Yes, guys, kumnandi.
La.
That's what I'm saying. They were trying to do a Romeo and Juliet story. They just did it very badly. Is it a love interest or is it
That's another chiggy. That's another chiggy.
During the fight, guy lo ushaya i-boyfriend ka lo. Ne? And then the boyfriend got yawa.
Yeah.
That's the first round that he won.
Yes.
Okay, makakhuluma no gentle boy. Sakambamba so, sakamputulula, sakam.
Wait, is girl not the sister's friend? And is she not older?
Mina ngithi.
What is happening?
Okay, lona, sakam.
Sagam. It's scarf, girl. It's the scarf. It's from the scarf. Guys, I will rate this film. It's weird, Lana. I'll give it a 4 because they went out and actually shot. They gave us a good cast. They gave us good wardrobe for majority of the time, except this one, Itanga. They showed the culture and they kept it indigenous. The music was good, things that we've highlighted. What's your rate?
I'll go with your 4 as well.
Yeah.
It left a lot to be desired, but it was really a good attempt, and it was a nice story that shows the preservation and the importance of stick fighting.
Yes. Siyabonga.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, share.
Keep loving us. Keep commenting.
Yes, thank you.